Where's my book? Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to another reading vlog. You could see that at the beginning of the week, actually that wasn't the beginning of the week, that was like the weekend. I actually finally got on my roller skates again. I've been trying to pick it up a little bit, you know, just trying to keep myself, trying to exercise. I'm trying to find like a fun way to exercise, and I really think that this is a really good way for me to exercise. Plus you get to go outside and play in the park, and one of the parks near us, as you can see, like it has a basketball court. It also has like a park and a lot of greenery. There's a baseball field and everything, so it's really big, and there's a lot of activities that you can do, which is really fun. Because when I go there with my little one, like we go there with our bikes, or she goes there with her bike, and she can like bike around and have some fun, and she could go on the playground, she could play in the grass. So there's a lot that we can do over there, which is really nice. And during that time I was reading my book, Sugar Baby, as I was like taking breaks, and I haven't gotten as far as I want to, although I really like this book, and I'm only like at page 118. I think I'm just like a slow reader, and yeah, I just read really slow. I got this book cover specifically because there's another book cover, the North American version, which I didn't like as much as this one. This one I liked it a lot more. I'm really attracted to the color pink. I just love the color pink, and there's a mirror there, and there's some cigarette butts there as well. There's also, I just noticed, there's a necklace here that has a cross on it, and religion does play a little bit of a part in this book. Our main character, Agnes Green, grew up in England. She's pretty much been like coddled, I guess, by her mother, who is religious and who kind of just has a different perspective than her daughter, a different perspective in terms of what young women should and should not be doing. And Agnes has already broken a lot of those rules. She has gone out. I'm pretty sure she's been drinking a little bit. She's done the deed, you know. She had a boyfriend, I think, or she was maybe just sleeping around with this one guy who she was hoping would become her boyfriend. She has a job with her mom as cleaning ladies. They clean houses, and one of their clients is a wealthy family, and in this wealthy family there is a daughter named Emily, who I also forgot to mention, Agnes is 21, so Emily is probably around early 20s as well, and she makes her money by being a sugar baby. And although like her family is wealthy, which I just kind of realized, I'm like, why is she a sugar baby if her family's wealthy? I'm still, again, just at the beginning of the book. Pretty much Emily has taken Agnes under her wing and is just like, hey, I have a really good opportunity for you, because she sees potential. Emily sees potential in Agnes because of the way she looks, probably because she is a young black girl, and she has not been introduced to this industry. Agnes is a little bit tempted by it because of how much money she can make. So anyways, that's where I'm at. I hope that makes sense. Sometimes like I haven't been posting in a while, so hopefully that my little spiel there makes sense. The author is, I think, yes, the author is West Indian herself too. She's West Indian and British. This one is Sugar Baby by Celine Saintclare. I didn't name the author. So yeah, so far I'm liking it. I'm reading it. I'm gonna finish it. However, I decided to start a new book, not because of anything to do, not because I'm going through like a reading slump or anything, but because I have to clean my house. My house is so dirty. There's toys everywhere. There's books everywhere. there's clothes, there's so much to do. I wanted to listen to an audiobook, and originally I wanted to listen to this audiobook, but I couldn't find it on Libby and I couldn't find it on Spotify, and I didn't want to pay for it in Audible or audiobooks.com. Like, I just didn't want to do that. So instead I rolled the dice on some of the books that are on like this random list that I have. I'll go through it another time. And the book that came up was Little Fires Everywhere by, I want to say Celeste Yang. It's so funny, like this one is Celine and I'm pretty sure this author is Celeste. This book, I had put it on my want to read list because of the cover. The cover is like a nice beautiful green color, so I had added it to my want to read list. At the time too, I heard that Celeste Yang, like her style of writing was very similar to the author Angie Kim. I see the similarities. I definitely see the similarities in like the writing style. This book, I decided that I was going to listen to it because I was like going to clean my house at the same time. I also know that there is a show, and initially I was apprehensive about even reading the book because there was a show with Reese Witherspoon and Kerry Washington, and I was like, ugh, do I really want to read a book with these actors in it? Not that I don't like Kerry Washington or Reese Witherspoon, but I feel like I've seen them in so many things that I was just like, I don't know how good this is. Anyways, the book is really good and I've been listening to it. I listened to more than half of it within 2 days. I still have maybe 3 hours left of this audiobook, and whoa, it is so good. And there's like a little bit of mystery, there's a little bit of suspense, there's family drama, which I really like. I seem to like books with family drama, and all of it is set in this beautiful suburb in Ohio called Shaker Heights. It's a wealthy, well-to-do suburb, and we're following, at first we are following, there are many characters actually, but at the beginning of the book we are following one of the main characters whose name is Elena. So we're following her, and she has a house and she's looking to rent the upstairs apartment, and she meets this family, a mother and a daughter. The mother's name is Mia Warren. She's the second main character, I guess. Mia has a lot of secrets. She's keeping secrets not just from Mrs. Richardson, but she's keeping secrets from her daughter as well. I just got to a part that I was like, what? And it's so funny too, because like all of these weird things started happening and it felt almost unbelievable until you just kept on listening to their story. You got like a little bit of a backstory on some of these characters, and you're like, oh. That's like my reaction to some things. There's a lot of characters in the book, and although there is a ton of characters, I don't feel like I'm lost. I don't, even though I'm listening to it, which is so funny because when there's so many characters, I always feel like, oh, I have to go back into the book and I have to see who is who and, you know, how are they connected to each other. In this book, I'm listening to it and I know who the characters are. I know who they're connected to. I know who their family members are, who their friends are, and there's so many characters, and it's like a really good soap opera, but like a more realistic soap opera, if that makes any sense. One thing that the author does really well is, so she's telling the story from the perspective of an outside narrator, and seamlessly, I don't know if, but anyways, I'll try to explain it as best I could, because I don't know if I've ever read a book like that or really comprehended if I've ever read a book like that. Because in this book, she's really doing a really good job of seamlessly moving through different character perspectives. So Mrs. Richardson would be talking to her daughter, and then we would get her daughter's perspective on something, and then her daughter would turn and go to her room and talk to somebody else, and we would get that person's perspective. And you know, that person would go to the school, and then we would get the teachers and the principal's perspective, you know, at some points, you know. So every character kind of plays a different part, a different role, no matter who they are. And I actually really enjoyed that. I really do enjoy that. I'm gonna keep on listening to this for the rest of the day. And I have my little hair here. It's so annoying. And I'm gonna continue reading my book, and then I am going to clean up because I really need to clean up. So yeah, see you in a bit. Okay, so please ignore all the messiness. I just finished working, so I actually have to drop off 3 books at the library. One of them is a book that I actually want to read, but I didn't get to read it while I was borrowing it, and that was Sunburn. I wanted to read it, but I thought that I would renew my loan, but I can't because it's on hold, so I have to return it. So I'm gonna go return that book and a few others, and then I'm gonna come back and clean up my house because it's a disaster in here. It's so messy. So yeah, I'll be back. Started sometime last year. I was practicing a little bit here and there. I've gotten better at just moving forward, and now I'm just kind of working on just basic movements. So yeah, I'm just doing that, and it's been really dreary, like a little bit this past week. Even yesterday was very rainy, and today is actually quite sunny, which is nice for once. But what I've been reading, I'm currently reading Sugar Baby. I have gotten to a very serious part where I don't want to give it away, but I've gotten to a serious part. Her and her mother have gotten into an argument, and Agnes is pretty much on her like first date, I guess, with one of her sugar daddy. Well, not with one of her sugar daddies, her first sugar daddy, I should say. So that's the part that I'm at, and I'm gonna continue reading. I'm on page I'm on chapter 13, page 173. There are 419 pages. I'm on page 173. So I'm hoping, I always say I'm hoping that I could finish this today, but I'm such a slow reader. But this book, I felt like it was moving really fast, but for some reason I feel like I should be further along than I actually am. But in any case, I'm going to continue reading and we'll see where I'm at in maybe about 30 minutes, maybe an hour. See you later.